If you want to make money consistently on meme coins and have a phantom wallet that looks like mine with 2/3 of a mil in it, then I'm telling you, trading is not the way to go. Deving is what you need to be doing. Now, I have found a method that is quick, easy, and I will show you the step-by-step process in order to start making some serious cash.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Your capital is still at risk. I'm just here to explain how the process works. Okay, folks, we're nearly at the live demonstration. But one of the things that led me to this method is observing how different coins behave, and this one is a real classic. I mean, look at this. We've got the initial upward kick, and then it just sort of gets wavy and topsy-turvy from here. It's hard as a trader to figure out when the best time to sort of sell your initial investment is. Now, could it have been maybe earlier on? Maybe we're just a bit worried that people don't have the right amount of sort of faith in the meme coin, or do we wait for a peak later on? And the thing is, some of us have got jobs, some of us have got responsibilities. It's tricky, to know exactly when to pull your trade, right? And, what I found is that there are some people with really strange P&Ls, like this guy here. Nothing, bang, 30k. And I wondered, how the hell did they do that? And, well, the answer, quite frankly, is through deving. Okay, now, deving is the only way you're going to get consistent bumps of cash like that, okay? So we're going to use a platform called createcoin.fun to launch our own coin. Now, all we need for that is a little bit of Solana in our phantom wallet, and we don't need the ability to code. That is really important. That's something that has gatekept a lot of people out of this business for a long time, okay? So there is no coding required when you launch a coin on createcoin.fun. We don't need to know how to go clackety-clack, no C++ or anything like that, okay? So createcoin.fun is the platform that we are going to use to launch our own coin without the need to know how to code. Brilliant. So what we've got here is the pump market. Now, the pump market is really popular, like really popular, and that's its biggest strength and its greatest curse, because if you were to upload a coin onto the pump market, you and the 10,000 other people that uploaded that second are competing with not just each other, but also everybody else. And that's just way too much noise, way too many shit coins to push through and make enough money. So what we're going to do is we're going to swap over to the Meteora market. Now, the Meteora market has a lot more space and breathing room on top of some other, fun benefits as well. Like there's no sort of artificial stoppages on your market caps and things like that. So you can grow organically on the Meteora market. It's a lot more hospitable to a new coin. Now, back to createcoin.fun. As you can see, I've got just over $100 inside the phantom wallet. That is about the amount of Solana you're going to need to get this going. Okay, so just over 100. I mean, 100's fine, but around about there is what you're going to need, depending on the price of Solana, of course. Now, as I said, no coding is required. When you would normally make your own coin is you just put in a name, you'd put in a symbol, you'd put it next to an image of something that's going on, or a movie, or a tie-in, or a character, or whatever, right? Or a meme, whatever you want. Now, that takes a lot of marketing, that takes effort, that takes time and luck, and we don't want to be dealing with luck or any of those other things. We're going to hit copy trending. Now, copy trending is a really interesting tool that shows us coins that are already doing very well on the pump market, and then we can migrate them over to Meteora so that they can do even better. So you can see here, you've got the names, you've got when they were last paired, and their market caps when they last ran. So you can have a look at all of these, and you can make a decision based on these factors. Now, for me, I don't run these coins for very long, so all of these, to be honest, are good choices. I make roughly the same amount of money no matter which one I pick, typically. If you're not happy with any of them, you can refresh and have a look and go for any of these coins. I mean, let's get a bit spicy, why not? Even though it's very illegal, let's go with Trump 2028, because I don't think he can run again. I don't believe he's had his 2 terms. So anyway, let's just, clearly people believe in it, so let's just run that. Now, it says here request block, not because it's a Trump coin, but because it needs to warn you that obviously your finances are at risk, as they always are in the trading game. So you need to hit proceed, confirm, tick the box that you understand that your capital's at risk, and then hit confirm again. Okay, so easy as that, and then our coin has been created. Now, it's been created, but it's not on market yet because it needs some initial investment. That's called creating a liquidity pool. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of our own Solana into the coin to give it some initial value. So as you can see here, you've got the name, you've got the amount of tokens. You don't need to necessarily worry about any of this. So what we're going to do instead is just change the value of the amount of Solana. So I typically will put in 0.2 Solana. That's all I've needed to put in, and that number has served me very consistently. Now, you can decide to put in a little bit more if you want your coin to have a little bit more initial value. Maybe that will generate a bit more hype, but you got to consider the overhead, or a bit less less tends to not generate as much hype, so I tend not to go with less. So now you've got your pools here. So we've got our coin here, we've got the amount of SOL, we've got the tokens, and we've got the estimated value. We're currently at 1476. Okay, so those numbers will all change very soon once we've had a look at how it does on market. But before we get there, let's hit this lightning bolt button. That is going to be a booster. So this booster is going to take our token and put it at the top of Dex Screener's trending list for 1 hour. Okay, this shows our coin to all of the bots and trend chasers who like to click without thinking. This is good. These are the people that are going to give us the initial investment bump that will give our coin a load of momentum. Cost us 0.25 SOL, but this is a worthwhile investment and we will get that money back nearly immediately. All right, so let's do it. Let's hit the 0.25 cost. Let's boost our coin and then confirm the transaction. And then what we'll do is we'll have a look on Dex Screener and see how these three factors compound and support each other. So let's take a quick look onto Dex Screener here and we're going to see how our coin performs. Now, looking here, we've got our Trump coin there. You can see it's live on the Matura market and already our market cap is shot up, which is brilliant. It's already at 2.2k. Fantastic. All right, so as you can see, these compounding factors of the beta market, the popular coin, and the boost are working to generate some immediate hype on our coin. Now, I make money off of these meme coins every time I make one of these videos, and if you want to be in with a chance of winning 50% of what I make from this coin, then please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I will put you into a prize draw where you could win half of what I make. And today is looking relatively good, actually. We bumped up to 4k temporary. We're on 3k now in terms of our market cap. Liquidity's just past 2k, which is brilliant. Soon enough, we're going to cut back to createcoin.fun when we feel like we want to pull all that liquidity. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the refresh and have a look at the new updated values. Remember, we started at 0.2 SOL, $14.76 on the estimated value. That will update soon enough, and we will see how much more we now have in our coin that we are going to pull. So remember, we spent in total about 0.6 SOL roughly, and we have got 13 whole SOL coins in there. Our estimated value is at 1.03k. Brilliant. Let's remove 100% of that liquidity and put it all in our pockets. This is what it feels like to be on the other end of the rug pull, guys, and it's just as easy as that. Let's look in my Phantom wallet. I now have from $100 to $1,000. I've made 10x in very little time. You've got to get on this method, guys, because soon enough everybody's going to be doing it.